So TikTok ban looms amid political and legal uncertainty. TikTok faces a potential U.S. ban set to take effect on January 19th due to national security concerns over data privacy and its ties to China-based parent company ByteDance. While the Supreme Court deliberates on the legality of the ban, bipartisan effort in Congress and discussions within the Biden and incoming Trump administrations are exploring ways to delay or prevent it. The decision, of course, could significantly impact TikTok users. And of course, TikTok Shop is kind of the big thing that we care about here.
Right.
Because that has become a relatively big platform for people selling on, maybe not compared to Amazon, but compared to the other competition that's out there. And the update right now, since this is a live page, is that the Supreme Court did uphold the ban. They did not do anything to prevent it. And Trump is supposedly saying, I'll make the decision after the Supreme Court upholds the ban. So this is obviously going to be developing because we've got, as of the recording of this, 2 days before the ban goes into effect. Let me see if they have any new updates down here.
Well, while you're scrolling, I have a personal take unrelated to my business take. Okay, so my personal take is TikTok is the worst thing to happen to our culture since Jerry Springer and the porn that China puts in front of our kids. And nobody can complete a song anymore after 15 seconds. They're on to the next song. Worst thing to ever happen since Jerry Springer. And they just came out with a documentary about Jerry Springer, and he's like literally apologizing for what he did to the culture. So like that's my soundbite on this one. I personally hope TikTok remains banned on a personal level. Now, I have a partner who does TikTok with me. We've sold many contracts. Obviously, I love the business, but it's been difficult at best getting a membership accepted in there and getting your tax IDs cleared. It's been a total mess. The platform is a joke, currently, in my opinion. But, personal take, I hope it gets banned.
You hope it gets banned. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I have no problem with it being banned. I stopped using it back when it was discovered that it was basically stealing everything off of your phone, your location, everything, and sending it back to
Chinese servers.
And so I stopped using it completely then. And, it has a cool algorithm. The TikTok Shop, I think, is a really cool concept. But you're 100% correct, Stephen. And I would argue that all social media has ruined our culture. But TikTok is definitely, because I think humans have shorter attention spans than goldfish at this point, which have a memory of like 7 seconds, supposedly. That's about all that Americans have these days.
I'm on TikTok, and I understand exactly where you're coming from, Stephen. The brain rot on that platform is out of control. But at the same time, there is I use it for learning purposes. So I'm a big barbecue guy, and the barbecue community in there is fantastic, and finding new recipes and things like that. Like YouTube is good, but just quick snippets being like, oh, hey, I'm just going to see this little fine little tweak here. I love it for that aspect. From the business side of things, though, we're talking a lot of people making a lot of money on this platform. I was listening to an interview the other day. It was actually Kevin O'Leary. He's talking about, he's getting involved in the brokerage of the sale of Canada to the United States. And he was talking about TikTok. He's also trying to buy TikTok. And he was saying that 60% of his digital spend is on TikTok alone. For a guy who's involved in that many businesses, that's a significant amount of money going into that platform, right? And if he's coming out and saying that, that's a green flag for businesses to be going in there and saying, hey, we need this, we want this. A lot of businesses are based off of TikTok, and they can't survive on the traffic from just Meta alone. Of course, there will be another app that pops up, like they were talking about I think it showed in that article, Red Note or whatever it was called, or Lemonade. There are going to be those replacement apps that pop up. So you stomp this one down, a new one's going to pop up. So that cancer is never going to go away. But all it would do right now is just kind of disrupt an entire ecosystem. And, they're doing a lot of money on TikTok.
It's you know, I don't blame for the culture or anything like that. I think TikTok is more a reaction to the culture.
All right, well, let's
So-
take this time to answer some comments here. So Alyssa asks, who do you think will buy TikTok?
Neil educated us on who the players might be, and Kevin Leary is the front runner. Musk, Mr. Beast, and a few others were named. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it's Mark Cuban said as well that he would be willing to buy it and flip it over to a new algorithm. So we'll see. I would not prefer that. I would definitely prefer Mr. Wonderful. I think he'd be pretty awesome as an owner for sure. I was thinking, I don't know, do we want to listen to TikTok's response to the Supreme Court ruling?
Let's do it.
See what they say here real quick. It'll load.
As you know, we have been fighting to protect the constitutional right to free speech for the more than 170 million Americans who use our platform every day.
And deport your data to China.
Discover and achieve their dreams. On behalf of everyone at TikTok and all our users across the country, I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. This is a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. As we've said, TikTok is a place where people can create communities, discover new ideas, and express themselves, including over 7 million American businesses who earn a living and gain new customers using our platform. We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform, one who has used TikTok to express his own thoughts and perspectives, connecting with the world and generating more than
All right. So it sounds like they're going to be leaning on Trump.
Yep.
That's
exactly what I took with. This video was specifically for Trump.
Yeah. Well, you've seen the news recently too. They put out this whole big graph about how awesome Trump was on TikTok and how much promotion they gave him on TikTok and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if he gets led by his ego or if he works a great deal. Hopefully the latter.
A great deal, I think, would be better because there are a lot of businesses in this country that make a living with it,
Yeah. Hopefully they can figure something. I prefer, TikTok Shop not to go away and just be acquired by, US company. I think if they don't sell and they just shut it down, it really confirms that the maliciousness behind the app, in the end.
Yeah.
I bet you Trump lets it go dark for 3 days. And it'll be like the resurrection.
Yeah. Strong arm.
He's going to come riding in, save the day. Like
he didn't cause it, so he doesn't have a reason to be the savior that fast.
Yeah.
What was it? It's something like 5 million businesses are selling actively on TikTok. And then that's not even including the creator economy, right? Like the creator economy has just exploded, like affiliate marketing, all those kinds of other things as well. And so it's like you're shutting down 5 million businesses' lifeblood plus however many creators' lifeblood at the same time. So that's a massive impact, a big ripple within the economy.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Hopefully they can find some solution that is beneficial for everybody. Cause I definitely do feel bad for people who have built, amazing channels on there. Not all the content on there is garbage. There's when I was using it, if you train it properly, it can give you good content. I had it trained to give me comedy and science, and it would go back and forth between those two things. And it was nice. But if you launch a brand new account on there, a lot of the stuff they give you is pretty horrible.